Hey guys, Lex50 here with a quick review of the Texas Pride 14-foot gooseneck dump trailer. I've had it 4 or 5 months now. Thought I'd just go over a few things with you. This is what my bed looks like after 5 months of use. Like I said, I got a couple things in here. I've been working staying pretty busy this week, but just a couple things I wanted to go over real quick. First of all, I'll start by saying the trailer hadn't let me down. I've completely overloaded it, and it's still been fine. It's dumped everything I've put in it. I've not had a single issue. I've been greasing the fittings. I need to check the tire pressure, but you can see I've curbed it a couple times. It's tough getting around with a long bed 2500 and a 14-foot gooseneck dump trailer. So I've hit quite a few things, but trailer's been fine. There's little issues that I've had that have really bothered me, that have been kind of annoying. Number one issue is the latch. So when you go to shut the door and you latch it, it latches right. You can see it latches right in there. Okay. The problem is every time you dump anything out of this bed, guess what? It all goes right there. So you have to sit and pick with your finger. Every single time you dump something out of the bed, you got to stick your finger in there and pick the junk out. Or else you'll bend. This bar is pretty weak. The very first time I used it, there was some dirt in there. I didn't know to look out for that. And I actually bent this bar. I had to hammer it back in place to get it straight. Number two issue I've had is this seam right here. Okay, you can see the seams face this way, which I guess helps when you're dumping the trailer somewhat. But when you're running a shovel in there to shovel out mulch, or you're running anything and you slide it back in there and hit that seam, it'll send a jolt through your whole body. Third issue I've had, for the money, it's a great trailer, but it's not powder coated. So you can see everything that touches it scratches through the paint. So what I've done is got it's just, these are little issues, but I've gotten a little can of black, like Tractor Supply, tractor paint, gloss, and I have to sit there on my days off and paint over, or else you'll get some pretty serious rust spots pretty quick, because it is, you can see there's rust. This is a 4-month-old trailer, so like I said, it's done everything I've asked it to, but there's little issues that I've had with it. You can see the paint all flaked off of there. Issue number four, there it is. The ramps, first of all, are very short, so it's a very steep angle to load anything in the trailer. Secondly, they're under the trailer, so anytime you want to get them out, you have to raise the trailer. So say that you put equipment back there, so you put a skid steer back in there, you have to raise the skid steer up to put the ramps back underneath, then you have to raise the skid steer again to get the ramps out. Fifth issue, number 5. They could have ran this angle iron. I wish they would have ran it all the way over, because if you're loading a dingo, a smaller skid steer, any small equipment, the ramps, they don't lock in. So if it's narrower than that right there, if it's narrower than 3 foot, the ramps kick in. So you have to tie the ramps down to load anything. That's kind of frustrating. Let's see. And issue number 6 that I found right here, this mechanism that lets the tarp down, it doesn't stay tight. So what I'm gonna have to do is put a bolt right there to hold it tight, because this stays loose. When that loosens up, see, it won't stay open, so I can't pull the tarp loose. So you have to have 2 people, one person to hold this and the other person to pull it, or you have to pull a bunch of slack in the tarp and then pull it out. Number 7, I've got this thing raised. I know you can tell it's flat black. I've got this thing raised all the way up, right? I don't have it hooked up to my truck right now, but I have a Dodge 2500 Ram. I think they call them Rams, not Dodges. I don't know. But anyway, I had to raise this thing all the way up to get it to try and sit level, and it still sits up high in my bed, so it sits with that. See the lean, it's got kind of a lean to it. Well, I've got it raised up, but it's got a lean to it. When it's in the bed of my truck, it doesn't sit level, and that's raised all the way up. So if I put a lift kit on my truck, it would really sit jacked up. Finger I don't have enough fingers on one hand to hit issue number 8, but the steel they use on the sides isn't very thick. I put some small 6-7 inch rocks in here, and you can see what it did to the side, and it's also scratched on the side because of the paint. But issue number 9, the bed doesn't seem to raise up all the way. When I raise it all the way, it's not quite high enough for the mulch and the soil to come out, so you have to lower it, then you have to hit it with a shovel to get it all loosened. So if it just went up a couple more degrees, I'm not sure if that's something normal, but if it went up a couple more degrees, it seems like it would dump everything out of the bed. What happens is, up in the top, when you raise the bed all the way up, the soil and mulch just sit there. It sits in a clump. It doesn't go to enough of a degree to actually get it to break free and gravity to bring it down. So that's my review of the Texas Pride 14-foot trailer. Like I said, it hadn't had any major issues that let me down. It's dumped everything I put in it, even when it's far too overloaded. But it's been great. Just little things that really bother me. But for the money, this is, you know, $4,000 less than a Gator-made trailer or an Iron Bolt trailer is what we have locally. I know there's Load Trail, other ones that run around $12,000. This was right at $8,000 for a 14-foot gooseneck dump trailer. So I'm not complaining about it. Like I said, it's done great. It's just little things that bother me that I can fix with a little bit of fabrication with my welder, as you can see from that video, even though I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Hope this was informative for whoever's looking to buy one, and I'll see you guys around. Thanks. Bye.